Hey skaters, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I am Coach Julia, and today I'm going to be walking you through a little bit of restoration on these skates made back in 1919. Look at these beauties. They have held up so well. So I'm going to do a little bit of restoration on them, make sure that the leather is in good condition and all of that. And then I am going to be trying to skate in them, which I'm a little bit nervous about. These skates are quite different than the ones I skate on now. It's been 102 years of skate changes, and that has me a little nervous. So the things that are different about this is the blade shape is quite different. A current skate has a toe pick on the front that extends out pretty far. There's a rocker under the ball of the foot, and then the heel leads out behind you. The back of the blade leads out behind the heel and it's really straight. Whereas this blade, you can see, has an even curve from toe to heel. It is much more like what I would consider a modern hockey skate. Now these boots are quite different as well. If we look at the heel, it's quite short. The skates I'm in now have a much higher heel, and that's puts your weight more on the ball of the foot where your rocker is, and that helps you with jumps and spins and turns. Whereas this was basically a street shoe that they put a blade onto, and so the heel is quite low, and that I'm a little bit curious to see how that's going to feel, how that's going to affect my balance out on the ice. Additionally, you can see that this boot is quite soft around the ankle. This was just a layer of leather and a lining. That was it. Again, this was basically a street shoe. Whereas the skates I skate in now are very well supported. It's a triple bond, so it's 3 layers of leather, and then it has padding on the inside. So all of that keeps my ankle very secure. So this may be a little bit hard to balance in. But before I can skate in these, as I said, I'm going to do a little bit of work to make sure that the leather is in good condition so that it holds up well when I put them on tomorrow. All right, so let's start with cleaning them. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove these old laces. These laces were not authentic to the age. They've been added at some point after, and since I'm going to be replacing them anyway, I don't need to keep them in there. So I have here a nice little set from a company called Leather Honey, and I will put a link down below in the description so that you can purchase this if you're interested in it. We're going to start with a cup of water, and we're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of our cleanser. I'm just going to take my cloth, dip a corner of it in there, and begin to wipe down my skate. Okay, now I can let this boot dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and condition the leather using this leather conditioner from Leather Honey. So I'm going to take the dry part of my rag and I'm going to apply some of this conditioner to it. You want to make sure that this leather has dried all the way before you apply your conditioner. Ooh, look at that pretty shine there. I'm going to bring this up to a nice, healthy leather. Doesn't that look nice? So I'm going to go ahead and do this to the entire skate. All right, so I have let these sit all afternoon. I just actually got back from an afternoon of teaching, and I'm getting back to my restoration project here. So this conditioner, the leather conditioner, has had time to dry, time to cure. It looks really nice. This leather looks a lot softer, and I'm not so worried about it cracking or something if it gets wet when I go out to skate. So the next thing we have to do is replace these old too short laces with some more era appropriate and longer laces. These ones were not long enough to actually finish lacing all the way up the boot. And this really thick athletic type lace wouldn't have been used in 1919 anyway. So I have these nice thin cotton wax covered laces that we are going to be putting on these skates. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, skaters, I'm here at the rink and I am going to see if I can get these skates sharpened heading into the pro shop. I'm really curious. Like I said, they are just straight steel. They don't have that tempered steel and chrome steel section that modern blades have. So we will just have to see how this goes. All right, Matt, so these are the skates there.
They look phenomenal for being 102 years old. We'll see what we can do with these.
So they are definitely a little thicker on the bottom.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm not really sure what you're going to do with the hollow to make them kind of work, but whatever you can make, just whatever you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll get them sharpened up for you, and you'll be all set.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so they're ready for me.
They're ready for you. They're all sharpened up. They're good to go. They
Awesome.
sharpened up really beautifully, so yeah.
Any like special challenges because they were extra thick or any of that?
You know, it took a lot longer. The blade is probably about twice as thick as your standard hockey blade, so it took a lot longer to sharpen, but they're done. They're good to go. They should be a great skate for you.
Okay, so now it's just up to me to not fall over too many times.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for sharpening these. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
All right,
Thank you too.
cool. Okay, skates are on, tied. I've got my semi 1919 outfit on. Now let's go give this a shot. All right, so before I even get on the ice, I can tell you I'm way back on my heels because as I said, these have a really short heel compared to what I'm used to skating in, and they're extremely wobbly to walk in. So that's my first impression. I'm on my heels. Okay, so far so good. Oh my goodness, I'm doing it. I'm very riding on the heels, which feels different. That's worse than the weak ankles. The weak ankles feels okay. It's being so far back on my heel that feels weird. All right, let's see. I know I can do a spread eagle. Let's see if I can do a spiral. The benefit to these skates is you'd end up with a really beautiful line, like you can point your toe really easily. So if I do a spiral, I have that really like strong ankle point there. Whereas in skates nowadays, it's really difficult to, point your toe. So that's really pretty. So the two main differences that I'm feeling are, one, as I've said, I'm really low in the heels. So everything, my weight feels a little bit off on everything. Whereas I'm used to being up on my rockers so I can move forward really easily. I'm way back on my heels. The other thing is, since there's no support, my ankles, I'm having to work really hard just to hold my feet up. And so I think a skater back, 102 years ago would have to have a lot stronger feet. Nowadays, we have these amazing boots that support our feet, so our feet don't have to work as hard. So I've only been in them for a few minutes, and my feet are definitely tired. But I'm excited that I can actually skate in them. I'm already doing a lot better than I was expecting. So that's awesome. All right, skaters, I hope you enjoyed this one, found it fun, maybe a little bit historically informative. If you did, then please do give us that thumbs up. And as always, I look forward to reading all your comments in the section down below. If you haven't done so yet, then hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell down in the corner so you can see all my videos when they come out. Happy skating, and I'll see you next time.